My dear Larissa, we are near the community center where you saw that all the people are bringing so many things to help the soldiers and of course the people whom we absorbed here in the city, more than 4,000 people who had to leave their home, and of course a lot of them passed through a big tragedy. I'm running from one funeral to the other funeral, to the families, condolation, and it's a terrible time for Israel. It's a terrible time for, I think, all the Jews around the world, and also the non-Jews who can understand that we have to deal with a group which is much cruel than the ISIS. You can imagine what we pass through. One of my workers is now in the place where all the bodies, they bring the bodies of the civil and the army, and they are in such condition without head, burned, that some of them even we had to use the DNA sometimes when we can take DNA to know who is whom. And we are now in a street, Tom Lantos Street. It's the Jewish senator, the American senator, who was one of the biggest supporters of Israel. And this is, it was donated. This is Tom Lantos and the dog, the little dog. He used to go with this little dog. And this was donated by a wonderful person from New York, Phil Friedman. I want to thank you first of all for your support. You call me, you ask, you care. And I know that all the people in Lesani, our twin city, cares about us. And we are so thankful. You can imagine how important it is for us in those days when the moral, of course, is not high, that we know that we have friends abroad, and I want to hug you and to thank you and to kiss all of you, to thank you for everything that you are doing for us.
My workers in the department, we have the most vulnerable, sensitive work of going to the families, announcing that their dearest have gone, died, or wounded. We're facing families in their worst horror, traumatic event that cannot be compared to any other event. Been abducted, that have been in their security room for hours and hours. They've been under acute stress. Their parents have been killed, some of them in front of their eyes. They have lost, some of them, both parents. That means that we're going to have here the consequences of orphans, families that lost everything they have, including their entire house, their entire community. This is something that we'll need to build again for them, to give them the power, the strength, and of course we're here for all this support.
Dear friends, we're here at the center in Kiryat Sharon, where we get all of those goodies here that are donated by the good people of Netanya to the refugees coming, fleeing from the south and the north. Currently, we have more than 10,000 people that are literally refugees in their homeland, and we're trying to do our best to help them with food, shelter, blankets. Everything that you can see here is part of what we're trying to do. There's a lot of challenges for the city trying to handle such enormous, overwhelming number of people coming to here. As you can see, this community center has been transferred to a place where we can try to do those packages, send them back. Any penny that donated to that cause will enhance our options both to help to those refugees and to supply with much more security to the people of Netanya. God bless you all.
I know that my people spoke about all our needs, and we have a lot of needs here. You can imagine to absorb more than 4,000 people who came with nothing, and we have to buy everything, and we have to, of course, to take security and volunteers and to buy cars for those volunteers, because people are afraid. You know what happened in the south, so people are so afraid here, and so you have to give them the feeling of secure, that we are doing our best. And I want to tell you that the people of Netanya are wonderful people. You can imagine. They hug everyone, they help, they donate, they are doing everything. And I know that it's important for you too, and I want again to thank you for the fact that you care about us, and I hope that you could help us, that you can help us. And again, thank you very much. I would like to speak a few sentences in Hebrew, because I know that many people in Nitanya knows Hebrew. אני רוצה לומר לכם שאתם אולי רחוקים פיזית, אבל קרובים אלינו מאוד נפשית. אני יודעת שאתם רתוקים לחדשות מישראל. כמה שמספרים וכמה שמראים, זה לא מתאר את המצב הנורא בו אנחנו נמצאים. אנחנו נמצאים במצב שמעולם מדינת ישראל לא הייתה במצב הזה. זוג מנתניה, לא צעיר, איבד את הבת שלו, את החתן שלו, את האח של החתן ואת שתי הנכדות. הם כולם נרצחו. 5 לוויות בבת אחת. אני רוצה להודות לכם. אמרתי גם לראש העירייה המדהימה שלכם שמתקשרת בלי סוף. חברים קרובים כל כך אלינו, כאלה שאוהבים אותנו, מחממת לי את הלב. אני רוצה לומר לכם תודה ענקית.
As the mayor mentioned about all the needs that we have in the city, we need to continue to raise funds for all of the citizens and the civilians who are coming to the city. Therefore, all the money will go through them, through the Netanya Foundation. We have a charity in America that we can provide a tax deductible. So please continue to donate and to support the city. Thank you.